We're talking today with QX Resources. If you don't know the company, it's got a market code of QXR. It's got a market cap of $42 million. We're talking to their new CEO, Steve Promnitz. Steve, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks for the opportunity.
Now, Steve, it's been a few months or so since you left Lake. So the obvious question is, what's attracted you to QX Resources?
Well, first of all, there is a clear theme around battery minerals. You saw that in my previous shop. And what's good about QX is they have a good portfolio across the spectrum of battery minerals. A solid board. Each person has very different skill sets, complementary, and they're well financed. And I suspect that getting that money in the junior space could be a challenge, but they're well set up, and so then we can take that to the next level. And last of all, they've put a number of projects together and they actually need somebody now to run it.
And can you talk us a little bit about their projects and assets, the size and scope of these assets, and kind of the development stage as well?
Well, all of them are early exploration stage. And so there's some gold assets, and it's always nice to have some gold assets, but the key focus has actually been on their lithium assets in WA. The star project is Turner River. It's literally 15 kilometres from Wodgina. Wodgina is the largest hard rock lithium project identified in Australia, and you find elephants in elephant country. Plus they've got a couple of other tenements in WA which looks good. Maybe that might lead to some consolidation later on. But the great part about hard rock lithium is that you can go from exploration into production very quickly, much faster than brines.
And of course, Steve, you've had incredible experience at Lake, taking from a $1 million startup to a $2 billion ASX 200 company. What's your key focus now at QX Resources over the next 6 to 12 months?
Well, the first thing is to actually get some results out from the ground that's already there. The first one, Turner River, and another one, Split Rock in WA. We're going to have results out of that in October, November, then leading into drill program, geophysics, and then we can probably add to that or consolidate that as results come out. We'll also have some results in the gold. That's perhaps not going to move the market, but it'll be a nice little thing to consolidate.
And Steve, you, obviously with your experience as a CEO of Lake, you bring with that some incredible contacts, particularly obviously in the lithium space. How's that going to help QX Resources?
Well, that's actually the key thing I can bring. QXR had got to the stage where they needed somebody to run things. I had offers, larger, smaller, but it was just the right size because now I can bring the car makers, the battery makers, the cathode makers, the financiers towards that earlier stage of exploration, concertina that timeline to then actually go from discovery into development and production more quickly. And if you look at the scale of demand for battery minerals, we're going to need a number of these projects. We're going to need at least another 10 Wodginas over the next few years. And then I think a good place to find those is going to be in WA.
Steve Promnitz, thanks for your time.
Thank you.